Hello and welcome back to another episode on Fichthal, the MaizePlus experiment map. So today we basically don't have much to do. I'm just gonna sell our load of milk to refuel our bank account, and I think I'm just gonna skip another day. The grass is not yet ready to be cut. We need to make hay. There is still... The corn is still not big enough to chop into silage, and barley and wheat are also not ready for harvesting, so we basically have nothing to do. As you can see, our cows still have 93,000, so that should last us at least for a month, I think. They usually use around... Okay, so around 12,500 for the milk. Yeah, the cows usually use around 25,000 liters of food per day. So we basically have enough for 3 more days. And yeah, so we'll see you tomorrow. This is going to be it for this episode. I would like to thank you for... Nah, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip one more day. I'm gonna sell another load of milk, and then we'll continue. Okay, slight change of plans. I actually do want to show you something, and this is our apple tree orchard. So we have 3 trees in our backyard. We actually own them. They are part of the productions, and as you can see, they need water and they need manure, and they produce apples. And since we're in spring, this is the perfect time to actually do something with those trees. And I'm gonna need a transporter for water. So I think I have one in here that's very cheap, and it has a very high capacity. This is this one, yeah. So it holds 10,000 liters. I don't want to have it green. Let's go with... Yeah, beige looks good. Do we have silver, maybe? Anyway, 3,575. Do we want a spare wheel? No, I don't want a spare wheel. And let's go buy this. And let's select one of our tractors. Yeah, this one's gonna be quite okay. I'm gonna pick that tanker up and be back at the farm, refill it, and then we'll go and water our apple trees, and then we're gonna give them some manure, and this is gonna be it, and then we're gonna skip to the next day. Okay, this is the said water tanker. Yeah, it really looks like it holds 10,000 liters. So this should be perfect. Yeah, it's a perfect match for the tractor. Anyway, back to the farm. Okay, so we have a water pipe right over here at the front of our Valtra tractor. Like a glove. So let me refill our water tanker. Yeah, it does cost us money because, of course, water from the pipes is run by the council or the water company, and they do have to make a living. So yeah, we are paying for the water. But otherwise, this is a pretty neat trailer. It looks like it's on a lorry axle or a truck axle. And just a tanker strapped on, bolted on, I mean. And if I remember correctly, when I used this map before, we actually have 2,000 liters per tree. So this is how much water each tree takes. And then I think it's 2,000 liters of manure. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see very shortly. Okay, let's put water to this one. No, actually it's more than 2000. It's a lot more. Okay, 5000 liter per tree. So we're gonna have to put 1.5 trailer loads of water to our trees to start all 3 of them. And let's see. Yeah, there are still materials missing, so if you don't have water and manure, the trees are not gonna produce. I'm gonna put water to the 3rd tree, and then we're gonna jump into the Merlo and put some manure to each of them. But judging by how much water each tree took, I think it's gonna be about the same amount for manure. Or maybe I'm wrong. We're gonna have to see about that. Okay, well, excuse me. It seems that there are 2 ways of producing apples. So if you put water in, you get 0.5 per cycle, I think. And if you put manure, also you get more cycles per month, and it's still 0.5. So trees actually would produce some of apples, but not as much as we put if we would put manure to them. And I was thinking the water bowser can be kept here in the actual orchard, because I really don't have enough space at the farm anymore. No. Okay, well, putting it on an incline was definitely a dumb idea. How about here? Are you gonna be happy here? Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be happy here. Yeah, this farmyard is starting to get a bit crowded with machines and tractors and implements, but this is what usually farmyards look like, so I don't think that's too much away from the realism. Okay, let's get into the Merlo. Great. And our manure bucket is at the manure heap. This is how we don't mix up the feeding bucket and the manure bucket. You should always keep those things separate. You don't want your cattle to get any diseases or something like that. That would be very unfarm-like. Yeah, you gotta be careful. And here you go. Okay. Okay. Let me dump this right here. Is it going in? It is. It's going in here. Oh, so 2,500, so half. Let me deactivate the water ones. And I'm just gonna keep the manure ones activated. Or maybe I should keep all of them activated. Since there is twice as much water as manure, maybe... Yeah, I have convinced myself that that's a better way to go about it. Yeah, this manure hip doesn't want to cooperate. Come on. I remember having the same problems when I first played this map with the manure hip. It didn't want to load into the bucket properly. Or the manure fork, if you are wondering. Okay, so that was one tree. Let's go to the other one. And while I'm done with this, I will reactivate the water triggers back again. Come on. So activate, activate, activate. Okay. And one more bucket load, and that will be the trees all sorted out for some time, I believe. Anyway, if you're having trouble loading up from this manure heap, I think there's a loading, yeah, as you can see there's a loading trigger right here, so you can load it like this. It works for buckets, trailers and whatnot. You can put your manure trailer, manure spreader, and it will fill it up just the same. So yeah, if you're having any trouble with the actual manure heap, like it seems to be giving me some grief, you can load it that way also. Okay, we have all the trees producing now, and now I really am going to skip another day, and we'll see you in the next one. As promised, we are here another day, another batch of milk being sold. We are filling our bank account, so we are up to 23,401. But today the cows are still looking quite okay. They have everything they need. But today is the day when we start the harvest. As you can see, our field of barley is all ripe and ready to harvest. Even though the grassland says it's ready to harvest, it's still in the grow stage. And we just might do a contract or two. I will see how we are on time, because I think this is also barley. Let me just quickly, yeah, these are all barley. So we might get some extra grain doing contracts. And we are going to need grain to produce grain grist. So yeah. This is the plan for today, so I'm gonna start up the combine, get it ready for harvest, and go into the barley field. I still need to wait some time because I think it's too early and too damp. The crop is too damp for proper harvesting. It would stick, so yeah, I have to wait for a few hours before I start. Oh. Okay. Excuse me, sir. I think I bumped your tire only. Yeah, there's no damage. Let me check. No damage. Okay. Excuse me, sir. I apologize. I was too quick. Okay. Let's use this old beauty for the trailer management. Yeah, the header is all wonky because I was having some trouble with the old header height, and I was switching them on and off by hand. Okay, it went through. You have seen nothing. So yeah, I've had some trouble with header height, and it was the Combine Experience mod, which I deactivated since then, and it all seems to be working quite okay now. Now, how do I need to present myself so the combine will be able to latch on to the header? Something like this should work okay. Yeah, I think this is enough space, but look at the crop. Look at how nice and thick it is. Yeah, it's perfect. And also, I seem to be neglecting the rolling state of our fields. I'm not sure why, but it never really got into my blood my system to roll the fields after I've sown them. I can't say exactly why that is, but yeah, I gotta have to pay more attention to this. Okay, so the mirrors are not very good. Yeah, of course, close. I need to reverse more before I turn out. Yeah, okay, you know what? If I'm gonna try and reverse via the mirrors, I'm gonna be here all day. Deutz-Fahr. Looks like this combine really doesn't like the gentle throttle control. It keeps bumping, and so let me connect the hoses, let me connect PTO. That's all sorted out. You, sir, need to get out of the way. There's conveniently a road behind us. Okay. Now let me pass the time forward to around 9:30. Somewhere around here should be good enough. Okay. Now I need to open the combine, get it ready for harvest. And here we go. Which way should I start? Oh, another thing. Do I have swath enabled? No. Now I do. Okay, I want to get that straw out of the combine, out of this field. Okay. This is always very tight. Turning over here. Yeah, it seems to be going nicely. Let me just lower the speed a bit, so I have it more under control. I can raise the speed after I am done with the headland, or maybe 2 passes of a headland. But I wonder how much grain we're gonna get off this field. Right now we're getting to 1,000 liters. So it's not that much. It's not that much. Okay, we're gonna be able to make the turn. Yes, we are. Alright, so let me do a time lapse, because this is gonna be some time till we are through with this field, but yeah, we're doing it. The second year harvest is underway.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest, echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands.
Okay, we have 1 and a bit passes left. And we're gonna get almost 2 full combines of grain, of barley off of this field, which is not too bad. It's around maybe 14,000 liters. It could be better, but I think it's quite good. As you can see on our yield map, the yield has gone up since the previous year, but it's the crop is really not suitable for the soil type that's directly behind my combine, as you can see on the mini map. It's not bad, you know, it's around 100%, but otherwise we are more than 100% yield wise. And this is it. This perfectly fit into our combine. So let me turn it off, auger out, and let's unload. And while this is unloading, I am going to try to do a contract or two. No, I think I'm too far over. It's really hard to see. Let me try. Yeah, this is good now. Okay, while this is unloading, let me check the contracts. Do we have any? So cultivating, baling, fertilizing, plowing. No. We can't do any harvesting contract. Shame, but it is what it is. Looks like the neighbor farmers don't need any help. Okay. I think I want to unload the header around like this. Yeah, while I'm here, let me take these two off. I really wonder how much grain grist we are gonna be able to produce, because right now we don't really have astronomical high amounts of grain in our silos or trailers, but I still think it's gonna be a good add to our feeding mix. But maybe you need to have, you know, huge, humongous fields. We only have one field of barley and one field of wheat. Just position this a little better. Okay. I try to focus on the wheels, so the wheels are practically in the middle. And now let's align that side. How is that side looking? I can't see that side. Okay. Maybe I'm not so well aligned as I thought I was. So let's go and try do it as the tire in the between. In the middle. Okay, yeah, that's better. Okay, the combine is all folded up. I'm gonna put it back into the shed, and probably next month we're gonna be using it in our wheat field. There is a weed, as you can see right here. I think we took care of the rest, but look at you, flower. Gonna let you live. I'm a merciful God. Ah, cool. So while this is going on, let me just check one more thing. Do we have any rain forecasted? We do not. Okay. I'm asking because I want to do baling in the next day. Since I would be very happy if the straw would dry out a little bit. It's a shame that no neighbor wants to have their barley harvested. I really was hoping they would, because that would mean more grain for us, but it's okay. We're gonna make do. The next time I go out, I have to remember I have to start turning the steering wheel straight up. Let's bring the header in. I think I can cross through the field. And come out to here. Perfect. Now these trailers are very long and they have wheels quite far back, so it's a little bit more difficult to reverse rather than them having wheels in the middle. But the most difficult trailers to reverse are those that have a very short distance from your hitch to the wheel, to the axles. Those are by far the hardest. Okay. Is this enough? Like a glove. Our Deutz. I don't know if you've been near any tractor like this, so the old ones in real life, but they have such a stinky exhaust. A neighbor of mine has actually one, it's probably 50 years old by now, an IMT, and when he plows the street or so, clearing the snow, or when he is doing anything with that tractor, if you're outside and doing something, actually you can see your breath regardless of how cold it is or how hot it is outside. So that's an experience. Would not recommend. It's probably not healthy. It's most definitely not healthy. But it is what it is. So it looks like we have 15,353 liters of barley, which I will now put into the grain silo. And that weed over there is really like a beacon in the middle of the sea. Like a, what are they called? lighthouse. Okay, it's really hard to see. Okay. Let me dump the whole trailer in. So let me check. We have some oats in. We have 25,000 liters of oats. And as I've said, 12,000 liters of barley. Which may not seem a lot, but I think it's gonna be just fine. And I think I'm gonna put the tractor somewhere around here so I can have easy access next time I start it up. Because it's probably gonna be for the milk selling. And over here it's under the roof. Okay. So we've done this. Let me check again for the contract. So only baling, cultivating, fertilizing, plowing. That's it, yeah. We can't do any harvesting. Let me check how our corn is going through. It's okay. It's about to the middle. When it gets to the dark green, then like this field 20, for example, it's ready for harvest. And let me check our field of 63. Yeah, it's also around in the middle of the growth state. Okay, everything seems to be fine, and this wheat is gonna be ready for harvest fairly soon, I think. And with this, I would like to thank you for watching. I hope you had fun, and we'll see you very soon. Bye bye.